People, as you know, I am a sports fan, big time sports fan, and I have been on Aaron Rodgers' side. I'm a fan of Aaron Rodgers. I didn't used to be. There was a time when the media was slurping Aaron Rodgers so much, it was annoying me, especially because, and I'm sorry for those of you who don't like sports, this is a sports post. This particular post is one. But anyway, I was a big time Brett Favre fan. And so Aaron Rodgers replaced Brett Favre, and so I was like, who's this young punk stealing my guy Brett Favre's spot? And that's how I felt in the beginning. But then, watching Aaron Rodgers play, he's so good, he won me over, right? But around the time that was happening, well, I guess a little bit after that was the whole COVID, he was immunized thing. He kind of lied, not kind of, he did lie to the media, but only to the media. He didn't lie to the NFL, he didn't lie to the teams about being vaccinated. He lied to the media. Didn't say vaccination, he said immunization. So it's kind of on them, though, for not doing their research. Like, wait, he said immunized. He didn't say vaccinated, so they should have done that, but whatever. And since that point, they have not let that go. They are like a spurned lover, just won't let that hurt go. And I find that to be funny. The way they used to overslurp Aaron Rodgers, and now they find any way they can to hate on him, and not being objective at all. And I feel like that's unfair, and it makes me like Aaron Rodgers even more. And so he says something on the Pat McAfee show. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. And he just talked about the difference between being an athlete back in the day and a different being athlete now. And one of the things that he said was social media and these talking heads in sports media just kind of yammering, making hot takes, trying to stay relevant with their hot takes. And that's what he said. He didn't call anybody out by name. He could have. And to watch the media react to that and be so sensitive is crazy. And they always accuse Aaron Rodgers of being a diva, right? And most quarterbacks are. He's no more of a diva than any other quarterback. And they're always accusing Aaron Rodgers of that, and for them to act that way. I mean, most of them are divas, right? It's just, it lacks such self-awareness, and I find it to be funny. I really do. And I don't even think that they can deny the fact that sports media today has gotten out of control with the criticism, which is what Aaron Rodgers was talking about. You can't deny that. Like, they absolutely are a lot more critical now than back in the day. They're absolutely a lot more animated, a lot more professional wrestlerly than they were back in the day. Absolutely. And they're making a fortune off of it, writing books and all kind of stuff. Stephen A. Smith, I like Stephen A. Smith, but he's made a whole career off these hot takes, criticizing people, going beyond just their play on the court or the field, but kind of taking shots at them personally. And whatever reason, like, it seems like they're so against Aaron Rodgers as if like he peed in their cornflakes or something like that. Like, I could see if he actually peed in their cornflakes. If like Stephen A. Smith walked into the kitchen and Aaron Rodgers was there, he broke into the home, he had his pants down, he was peeing in the cornflakes. He was like, "Oh, hey, Stephen A., what's up?" And he get his driplets out and he pulled his pants up and walked out. "Well, I just want to let you know how I felt about you, cornflakes." And that's it. See you. I could see if something like that happened. That's a wild story, by the way. That would be a wild story. But he didn't do that. But you'd think, the way the media acts, that he had pissed in all their cornflakes. And I just don't understand. Like, the new media is coming for the old media. Like, the athletes are coming. They're gonna be on the podcast. They're doing all the shows. They're gonna take all the jobs. Like, if you are a really, really talented sports analyst or talking head, you'll be fine. But the other ones, y'all should be worrying. Y'all need to be, instead of focusing on being so critical, maybe, be nice to some of these athletes who are coming for all your jobs, all your stuff. You gotta be nice to them. Maybe you can work with them, maybe work for them. Maybe, one of these athletes, when they take all your stuff and have their own podcast, their own show, the spot that you used to have, sports analyst, commentator, maybe when they get that spot, they'll let you get, coffee for them or something. Perhaps. You write a book about that. So, I had to get that off my chest. I stand with Aaron Rodgers. Peace. And again, sorry about the sports day. Man, that was really sportsy. Really sportsy. I don't know how to balance that out with the church stuff, or I don't know. Just pretend I added other stuff in. I'm tired. I don't feel like doing that. So I don't know how to end this post. It just kind of keeps going. Normally it stops by now. When will it end? Seriously?